Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Yay! Hello everyone! Hi! We thought we'd take a quick break before we were going out trick-or-treating and talk about Tamiflu, which seems to be every day on the news. Everyone's coming up to us and asking us about it, and our
crazy hot topic in the pharmacy right now.
Hot topic. Very, very well put.
And
yes.
Under the table.
Yes, so if you want to be like, what is Tamiflu? What's all the hubbub? Well, this is your video for it. Ready? So we're just going to go through it. What is Tamiflu?
Tamiflu is an antiviral medication that is used to treat or prevent both the seasonal flu and the swine flu, or what they're dubbing it now as H1N1 virus.
Piggy flu.
Yes, the piggy flu.
And why all the hubbub? Well, there's a couple of reasons why it's such a big deal right now. One is the swine flu and it's flu season.
Yeah.
One. The swine flu, as we all know, is a huge deal right now.
Yeah, everyone's freaking out.
Blown up in the media. Yeah. And there's a big freak out there. Totally just ridiculousness going on with that. So, also because Tamiflu is just one out of 2 drugs that can help treat and prevent seasonal and swine flu. So there's not many drugs out there to do it. Tamiflu is the one that's out there.
There were 2 other medications, but just like antibiotics, where bacteria can become resistant to the antibiotics, the viruses, the flu viruses that are around have become resistant to those other 2 medications.
Right.
So,
and people also, there's a history of shortage of Tamiflu when needed. A few years ago there's a shortage, so there's always just a craze there too that people they feel like they won't be able to get the Tamiflu when they need it. So just that.
Yeah, so there are actually a lot of people getting it. They're talking to the doctors and they're getting it just in case.
Right.
They might actually not ever take it. They're just getting it because they're afraid of the shortage.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
That adds to the craze.
And the way we take it too. So how would you take it if you had the flu?
How would you take it? Well, if I had the flu, I'd be taking 1 capsule twice a day, or if you're a child, either or. The dose is it's one
dose, yeah.
Yeah, 1 dose twice a day for 5 days. That's for treatment. And then for prevention, you take it once daily for 10 days.
Yeah. So right there, I mean, if you have 1 kid that's sick and 4 other family members there, you're giving 5 Tamiflu doses or packs out.
Right, exactly.
Everyone to say that.
And you definitely want to have a discussion with your doctor about it, because really, among our research and looking into the Tamiflu is that it only helps symptoms improve by 1 day, and it's expensive, so you have to kind of gauge at what you want to pay, if it's worth it.
And quite often when it comes up in discussion, people are like, oh, but they see it as Tamiflu. It's like, well, I either have the flu or I get cured, and it's not. Like Katie said, it's 1 day less of your symptoms. So definitely think about it first.
And there is a suspension available. This doesn't come just in capsules. Actually, the suspension is on a shortage right now. You might know more about that. All I know is it's on a shortage.
Yes, yeah. It's shortage because the drug makers, the drug company Roche said that it takes just as much money to make 10 packets of the capsules versus 1 of the suspension, just as much money and manpower. So they're just focusing on the capsules, and in the pharmacy we make them into a suspension.
We can compound that stuff for you.
Yes. So the way it works is that it can, the Tamiflu gets into the system as an antiviral, and it, decreases the spread of it within the respiratory tract, which is good for people, as well as it makes it, the virus let go of the cell. So that means that the symptoms and everything will decrease. So that's how it works. Just so you know the nitty-gritty behind it.
You'd have to, in order for it to work, you'd have to start it within 48 hours of coming down with flu symptoms. So you have to kind of gauge too on that, whether you're actually going to, or get it in time, catch your symptoms in time to start the Tamiflu. Otherwise, you're just wasting your money.
And for prevention, you should start
within 48 hours of becoming exposed to the contagious person.
Very good, Katie. Thank you. Quiz back and forth. The other thing is that it's pretty well tolerated, so people they don't really put that much thought into getting it. Most of the time it's just belly symptoms, so you feel sick, nausea, vomiting. There are a couple weird side effects out there that can happen. Sorry, Tater's
very interested.
She's dressed up in her squirrel costume, ready to go. Nightmares is one of the weird side effects that mostly children, but some people can get as well. So definitely think about it, talk about it. It's not like a definite. It's not a cure-all. It's not going to save you from the flu. So think about it. Let's see. We said all the 48 hours, and I guess that's about it.
Yeah,
really.
I think so. It's the basics. If you have any questions, you can easily get to us.
Yes.
At our website.
And attached to this article where the video is, we have about like 20 million other articles and videos about Tamiflu because we've had so many people ask about it. Really, there's only
It's
like
a
5.
hot topic, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
So go ahead and read those too if you have specific ones. We have ones about prevention, ones about your kids, that kind of thing. And
Ooh, the name of the other one. At the dinner table.
oh yes, go ahead.
But if you're sitting at the dinner table and you want to feel extra special because you know this other drug's name that's similar to Tamiflu, it's in the same class of medications, you can throw out the name Relenza because it is the only other medication, antiviral medication available that works exactly like Tamiflu. It is an inhaled medication.
It's inhaled, and it's not very popular right now, mostly because it's inhaled, so it's a little bit difficult to get the kids to take it the right way.
Yeah.
But it works just as well as Tamiflu, but you never hear about it. So you throw Relenza out there, people are going to be like, what? Crazy. So feel free to contact us, leave us a comment. We're going to have even more information coming out about the flu and Tamiflu and Relenza. Because right now, like you say, hot topic. So if you want to talk about anything else too, we can talk about other stuff besides the flu.
It's going to get old.
Right, with that. So stay healthy, wash your hands with soap and
Drink
water.
lots of water.
Lots of water. That's key. And have a happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.